A Chinese girl suspected of being abused by her American adoptive father has died in a Beijing hospital. In the past 5 months, China has arrested 329 obstruction and kidney damage, but still couldn't make it at the end. And according to an earlier report, the girl said top leadership is meeting today in its annual gathering in Beijing as Ray Wigdahl, a man in his 50s. It is reported that Wigdahl had been raising 11 abandoned Chinese children in Beijing in the past decade.
And now for the latest from Hong Kong, let's go live. A Chinese
Now, volunteer helpers said they saw him strike the children but were threatened and stopped from going to the authorities. Wigdahl has been questioned by local police, and the remaining 10 children are now in a juvenile protection center. Mark Zuckerberg is again making the headlines here in China, this time for his Internet in Chinese books. During a recent visit by China's top Internet regulator to Silicon Valley, which included a show around the Facebook's offices by Zuckerberg himself and reportedly talking to Lu in Mandarin, the top regulator was delighted to find on Zuckerberg's desk a particular English language edition of a Chinese book. Wu Haojun has more.
Let's introduce the founder of Facebook.
Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg was just in China a couple of months ago on a charm offensive, wooing Chinese fans by speaking to them in their own language. Though it's still a learning process, the Chinese public gave him an A for effort. But this time back in his home base in Silicon Valley, California, a different kind of audience. Lu Wei, Minister of China's Cyberspace Affairs Administration, was in the U.S. to attend a Chinese-American Internet conference, at which China pushed for a louder voice in the management of the Internet, a voice which was obviously heard loud and clear by the founder of Facebook. When Lu toured Facebook's Menlo Park office, a picture was taken of him, Zuckerberg, in an English language edition of President Xi Jinping's book, The Governance of China. And China's social networks were immediately awash with comments. Many were delighted to see what they construe as his attempt at understanding China better. But others questioned if it's just another smart attempt at bettering relations with Chinese authorities. Facebook is currently inaccessible from the Chinese mainland. But the young American tech mogul clearly took note of a speech given by China's top internet regulator while in the U.S.
The differences between China and the U.S. in the cyber world is really just 10% of the picture. We should expand our commonality and reduce our differences.
Lu also met with Apple CEO Tim Cook and Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos. 16% of Apple's $37.4 billion in sales in this year's April through June quarter came from China. In Amazon, China ranks number 4 on the Internet Retailer China 500 list. While Facebook still has no business in China, it seems Zuckerberg wants very much to change that. Wu Haojun, CCTV.